Good evening guys, and welcome to another episode of a Video Game News, the show that's bringing you the latest and the freshest from the world of video gaming. And boy, do I have something interesting to talk about today. Now, let's start with the big news. I don't know if you did or didn't, but yesterday you could have watched the Battlefield 5 reveal. Now, we have a lot of new information to talk about, and even though, in my opinion, the reveal was kind of short and we didn't actually get as much as we could have, we still got a bunch of information that I'm going to tell you right now. So first of all, the cat's out of the bag. The theme for the next Battlefield is going to be World War II. Even though it might not be immediately recognizable by the trailer, they are coming back to one of the most gamified eras in video game history and trying to come on top with what is essentially supposed to be the most immersive Battlefield to have been created yet. Unlike in Black Ops 4, Jesus Christ, the campaign is coming back in Battlefield, and we're going to be getting, very similarly to Battlefield 1, the experience from multiple fronts of the Second World War. Now, they didn't say too much about this, but one of the small stories that you're going to be a part of that they mentioned is going to be part of the Norwegian resistance. On the same positive note, co-op is coming back, which I think has been absent ever since 3, all the way up to 4 players, and also the operations, the large-scale battles similar to Battlefield 1, they are coming back as well, but supposed to be bigger and more exciting. Now moving into gameplay, the destruction scale of the Battlefield games has always been a staple of the franchise, but in this one, they are pushing it to the next level by allowing the players to build so-called fortifications. Now, they weren't totally clear on this, whether it is every class's ability or only some classes, but you will be able to build fortification by placing sandbags or placing crates, maybe, I'm not sure, which you will be able to then maybe mount mounted guns or machine guns on and use them as cover. Now, the reason for this is because of their upgraded and improved destruction system, the map would often end up looking just flat with all the buildings destroyed and no more cover left. So this is one of their ways to circumvent that. It also promotes a bit more tactical and perhaps interesting gameplay if all the classes have access to this. Now, of course, nowadays you can't just have that. You need a bit of customization in your life. And while it's always been typical for the Battlefield games to be able to customize your weapons and very basically your soldiers, they are saying it is going to be much more of a focus now to make you and your soldiers stand out on the battlefield with character customization. Now, I know what all of you are probably wondering. Are we gonna get loot boxes? Are we gonna get paid progression? Now, they have been asked this question, I think twice during the reveal, and then once or twice in the subsequent interviews, but they were very adamant about the fact that, number one, there is no paid progression. You cannot buy anything that will help you progress. You have to earn it through the game. However, they did say, after, I think, one of the final times being asked, that if you choose the route, you can purchase cosmetics. They will be unlockable through the game, but you can still purchase them if you want to get them sooner and you choose to go that route. But you might be wondering, man, really? Battlefield bringing all of these microtransactions on top of the price and on top of the expansion pass? Well, not exactly, as this was for me the most exciting part of the entire reveal, but DICE has officially confirmed that this Battlefield will have no expansion pass. And according to them, that doesn't mean that you're getting less content. No, it just means that once you have the base game, as far as I understood it, the other expansions, the other maps that we can be coming out, and the other modes are all going to be free for you or somehow earnable through the game. Now, in my opinion, this is absolutely fantastic. Let's be honest, the Battlefield and the Premium Pass, they've always been pretty expensive. And on top of that, usually a few months after, for the premium maps that come with the premium package, no one plays them anyways. The base game maps are usually, not always, but usually by far the most successful. And so getting rid of this kind of makes sense, and I suppose to an extent it also justifies you being able to pay for the cosmetics, as they are probably still trying to make that money back at least a little bit, and by not forcing the players, I think it's a pretty solid middle way. Now, just to top this off, they did release the trailer as well, and you are free to check it out on YouTube or go down in the description, as I will have a link linking to it. It's pretty cool. The sound design is amazing, though it doesn't exactly scream World War II, well, at least not in my opinion. And if you want to get your hands on the game, the first opportunity is going to be in June, when during a reveal event you will be able to get your hands on a copy of the multiplayer in DICE's booth and have a go at it. Finally, on that note, the release is right now scheduled to be for October 19th, 2018, so only a few months from now, which is really exciting, and I for one cannot wait to get my hands on it. And second of all, I only have 2 news stories today, but both are pretty exciting. Second one is coming from Warframe, as their Twitter account has just yesterday, or actually just a few hours ago, tweeted the following: "When dreamers wake and wars quiet, old threats are made new again. Are you ready, Tenno? Not until you've completed the following quests." Now, if you're wondering, or if you haven't seen it yourself, that link actually links to their website, where they link out all the quests that you need to complete to do this mystical thing, and I think most players unanimously agree, or think, that this is linked to the Sacrifice quest, which is supposed to be this big upcoming cinematic quest that they've been teasing us with for, Jesus, almost years now. Well, not with the quest itself, but with the outcome. That's besides the point. Anyways, we are all hoping that this means that the quest is coming closer to its release, as they are teasing it, and hopefully within a couple of weeks or months we can get our hands on it and get our hands on the bread and butter of what really makes the Warframe lore come out, and what drives a lot of people to install the game and play it again. So I highly encourage you, if you haven't played Warframe yet, or you've been giving it a break, now might be the time to hop in and prepare your loadout and your operator for the upcoming quest. Anyways, that is it for me for all the news stories we had today. There's of course a lot more to discuss, but I just picked what I thought would be the most interesting to you guys. If you enjoyed, maybe you consider leaving a like, subscribing, or commenting on the video. All of those would be very much appreciated. I wish you all a beautiful rest of today, and I'm gonna see you all in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.